Good morning, everybody. It's Lynn, the leather bag lady. How are you all today on this snowy, horrible day? It is Wednesday today, and we are under a ice, uh, freezing rain watch or warning or whatever. So it has already started to snow. It's gathering on the sidewalks. I'm just looking out the window here. The roads are still pretty wet only, but we are supposed to be getting significant, like 15 to 20 mil of freezing rain tonight. So, needless to say, your girl is not going anywhere today or tomorrow, and we'll see about Friday. I'll be back with my clients on Friday, weather permitting, but I'm not so sure. So, anyway, a couple of things today. First of all, I had a customer reach out to me on Etsy regarding a bag that she missed out on. Heidi, sorry you missed out on that bag. But she did ask me if there was anything similar. So I came across a Ted Baker London bag, which Ted Baker's been around since 1988. Had the first store in Glasgow, which is my hometown, which I didn't realize. I thought because Ted Baker London, you just presume it was London. But no, his first store was in Glasgow, Scotland. So Heidi, I said I would include the bag in today's video. And here is the bag. So you like that puffy look from the one you missed out on. Very geometric, quite 80s, I think. The chain is rose gold, which I really, really like. Now, there are a couple of issues. Got a nice little gusset on it. There is some separation of the lining exactly in the same spot as that other bag. So it's just a very small area. You had thought it was the zipper, not the zipper at all. It's just this little, and it's not even actually fully separated yet. It's just, the lining is starting to kind of just fray a little bit, but I can put a couple of stitches in that just so it doesn't get any worse. There's a zipper compartment and then a couple of card slots. Oh, my molting again. And it does have a little bow motif on the interior. There's your Ted Baker London. And I guess that bow motif is to kind of match. A little different. I've never seen anything like that before. There is some tarnish on the zipper pull, as I mentioned. But I've never seen a rose gold before, and even the zipper is rose gold. So that's the bag. Let me know what you think, and we can chat from there. So that's for you, Heidi. Now, today's vintage bag, and the Ted Baker could well be vintage as well, 1988. There was no foam pouch in it or anything like that. So I would list it as a vintage just prior 2004. And that's what I usually do when I can't date something specifically. So this bag, which is my Etsy listing for today, is pretty cool. This is a Delane, Canada leather, and I'm not sure what this is. I've listed it as coated canvas because that's usually what this material is, but I'm not 100% sure. It's a beautiful bag. It's huge. So the width of it is not massive on I think it's 11 inches on the base, but the gusset is 7 inches deep. And then I believe it's 14 inches high. It's really quite a large bag. It's not a crossbody bag. And to be fair, I think with the size of this bag, it would look a little ridiculous crossbody. So the strap is it's very equestrian, I feel. There's lots of options if you want to shorten it up. I could probably put another hole in that just to give you another 1/2 inch on each side. Never a bad thing, as you know. It's very Vachetta leather-ish. So I might do that actually. Just put a hole just under where that little strap tie is. It's quite unique. Drawstring bucket bag. There's your brand, Delane Canada. So Delane Canada has been around since 1981. They originated with goose down jackets, and then they went into purses, which is a little bit of a jump, I feel. But hey, there are some issues, just a little bit of color loss, and it seems to be just in kind of the crease line. Nothing that's going to scream at you, because it kind of folds up like this, and it definitely will be how I ship it if somebody falls in love with it and wants it. I don't think this bag's really been used. Inside, I do believe that this is a leather interior. There's your Delane leather made in Canada, Vancouver. So yesterday's bag, John Hort, was BC. This is another British Columbia brand. And it's really quite special. It's huge. You could almost get away with it as a weekender. I put that in my listing. Drawstring bucket bag. Would you put the drawstring? I don't know that I would. I guess if you knew you weren't going to be getting into it for a while, you would, because, drawstrings can be a little tedious to get into. But, I mean, it's definitely a look, that's for sure. But it is larger in size. So if you are a tall person, it's going to look great. If you're very petite, I think it probably could be overwhelming. But if you're using it as a weekender bag, an overnight bag, then who cares? But it's really pretty. And this color is almost like an olive green. It's so pretty. So pretty. Just a little area of that color loss that I was telling you about. It's pretty special. And I love the fact that I'm 98% sure that this is all leather lined. It's just great. Anything else about this company? No, just they pride themselves on their quality. Like I said, 1981. Yeah, that's it. So there is today's bag. So today is the first day of Lent. So what am I giving up for my accountability peeps out there? I'm going to be doing a 17-hour fast every day. So from 6:30 to 11:30. So I have 45 minutes left and I am hungry, I'm telling you. And I'm going to have to be a little bit more kind to myself in what that meal consists of at 11:30. Normally it would just be a cup of tea and a piece of toast or something. No, that's not going to be happening. I'm going to be doing a lot of scrambled eggs, a lot of, just get some protein in me, because that seems to be what keeps me the fullest. And then my meal by 6:30. And then that's it till 11:30 the next day. So that's the first thing. No chocolate, which is a real issue for me because I am addicted to chocolate. No booze. We will stray from that this weekend because we already had a birthday celebration scheduled for our friend Mike. So that will be whatever. No TV during the day. Unless I'm working out. I'm trying to make it as realistic and as motivational as I can. So I normally have the TV on all day. And it's usually trash TV. Full disclosure. It'll be, what was it right now? Love Island. Oh my goodness. They're so bad. So I don't really pay attention. I don't really watch. I just listen. So I'm back to my Joe Rogan. I'm up in the puzzle room at the desk doing some work, clearing up some stuff. I had a bit of an issue with my YouTube videos. The video on the listing wasn't matching the video. So that took me a few moments to sort out. I think that's about it. Yeah, no TV, no booze, no chocolate, 17-hour fast. It's a year since I started my 5 days a week working out. and my 5 days a week plank. And that has really changed my torso shape. I'm never going to be a skinny girl. I don't ever want to be a skinny girl. As you get older, you need a few pounds, ladies. Otherwise, you look like a bag of wrinkle crinkles. So, no, I'm happy to have a little bit of weight, but I've gained 10 pounds and not happening. It makes me feel like shit. It makes me feel like I want to dress like an old bag lady every day, all day. So no, we're going to nip that in the bud, and we are going to get back on track. Yeah, lots of water, and I arranged for a small freezer order yesterday because there's going to be lots of protein. Pius is going to try and clean up his eating a little bit with me. And yeah, so we'll see how I do. So 40 days, 40 nights. February 22nd is day one, which is today, and April 8th is the last day. Doesn't that sound like it's miles away? But it's really not. By April 8th, we will be out of here and in my house. So a lot will be happening, but I'm going to really, really try. I'm looking forward to feeling back in control because if you're out there and you have weight issues, eating issues, it's very, very easy to get out of control. And it's even easier to just say, screw it. But I never felt so good as I felt this past summer. Obviously, I was in a new relationship and that was just wonderful. And usually you gain weight when you get into a relationship. I lost 16 pounds. No booze, there was no snacking at night, and we were out on the bike most of the time. So if this is a winter thing, just because we're not out and about as much, then obviously I need to be aware of that. But Lent, being a good Catholic girl, is usually my reset because between Christmas and my own birthday in February, it's really hard to rein it back in. So I really beat the shit out of myself in that Lent period. And it really does reset my psyche, my determination, my will, all those things that you need to say no to things that you really don't want to say no to. Pius, God bless him, doesn't care, but I do. And we've talked about this before. As a 55-year-old woman, I feel like in my 20s and 30s, I was always heavier than everybody else, for the most part. I always felt insecure in my attractiveness and my aesthetic, and which is a lot of bullshit half the time. Because I've come across pictures of me in my 20s, and I'm like, damn, you were kind of cute. But I didn't feel it, and I don't want that to happen as I get older. I have a lot of friends. I don't have a lot of friends in the first place, but the people that I do have in my friend circle are all attractive ladies, and they all have that will to look after themselves. So I don't really have a lot of people in my world who are aging badly, but they are out there and I see them. And even my mom, I mean, my mom just turned 75. And I guess that age category, it kind of screams because I'm coming across people, even on YouTube or just, Facebook, whatever, and they're 75. And I'm like, holy crap. Like they just haven't aged well. I have great genes, obviously, because my mom looks fantastic for a 75-year-old lady. My dad's in great shape just because he was a professional athlete. So he has that base for, not being a little chubby, granddad, whatever. So it just is what it is. I've never been a skinny girl. I'll never be a skinny girl. I don't want to be a skinny girl. I'd like to lose 15 pounds before our East Coast trip in June. And I think that's very achievable. But I just have to get over my own self in order for that to happen. And that's what this 5-6 weeks is all about. So I weighed myself. I'm not happy to tell you what it is, but I'm going to weigh myself at the end and we'll see. I think last year I lost 10 or 12 pounds, and that's kind of my goal, even just to get back to where I was in the summer. So if you want to come along for the ride, please do. As I said, first day of Lent was today, and the purpose of Lent is to give up something, and something that's tough. And for me, these items are going to be extremely tough. So anyway, on that note, have a great rest of the day, this snowy Wednesday here in Hamilton, Ontario, Canada. Hopefully you're all having a good day wherever you may be, and I will talk to you tomorrow. Bye, everybody.